I never know how to start these videos, so I've decided I'm going to Google it. And here's what it says. It says, within 10 seconds, give a hook, give a problem that the audience have, say how you're going to answer it, prove your value, and make it exciting. Okay, let's go. Hi, these are the best films of 2025. You don't know what film to watch. I'm going to tell you. I have nothing to give. Best movies, movies, movies! That made me jump! Right, with that out of the way, it's time for some of the usual caveats. The first one being that while this is the best films of 2025, I'm going off UK release date. That means that some of the films are technically 2024, but they came out here in 2025, so that's just what I'm going to go off. And secondly, I can't be a hypocrite. I'm always moaning that films are too long, so I'm going to be really brief here. When I'm talking about the films, I'm not going to go super in depth. I'm just going to give brief overviews of why I like them and then move on. Now let's start with some honourable mentions. Firstly, we have the 2025 Naked Gun film. I went into this film with very little expectations, but I thought it was really funny. It's nice to have a comedy film that is just a silly comedy. Not every joke lands, but it's a charming film that gets what worked with the original. It's just a fun time, so yeah, I like it. Secondly, we have Zootropolis 2 or Zootopia 2, depending on wherever you are. Just call the film one of them. Pick one and go with it. It'll make everything easier. This two names is stupid. This is a really cool animated film. It's not as good as the first one, but it's refreshing to have a Disney sequel where it actually feels like they had another story to tell rather than just cashing in. The animation's great and there's some really good world building in the film. I like it. I think it's really fun and it'd probably be in the list if it wasn't for Shakira ruining another one of these movies. Lastly, we have Urchin, which is a film by actor turned director Harris Dickinson, and he's very talented. He's a fantastic actor and now he's proved that he's also a fantastic director. I really loved the lead performance in this film and I really felt like I was going on a journey with the character. Now without spoiling anything, the ending left me really cold. It's a big swing and for me it didn't work, but I admire that it did something out there. Ending aside, it's actually a really impressive debut and hopefully, yeah, we'll get to see another Harris Dickinson directed film soon. Real list time, let's go!
Number 16.
I'm probably mispronouncing this, but Misericordia? That's what I'm gonna go with. It's a weird film, but it's so fun. Now I went into this film knowing basically nothing about it and I feel like that's the best way to experience it. It's full of some of the most insane twists and turns. It's an absolute roller coaster of a film and it's so fun to watch. I really couldn't predict where this film was going and it's really fun and quirky and I like where it went. It is a really odd film and it won't be for everyone, but watching this in a crowd full of people who went along with it was so good. Yeah, really solid. I'd recommend it if you're into slightly offbeat comedies. It's good.
Number 15.
Now, this film came out at a really nice time for horror films because there was like a point around, I'm going to say like July, August time last year where in cinemas you had Bring Her Back, Weapons and Together. And Together is my favourite of these three films, but they're all good, but Together's the one that made the list. I love it. Now, the basic hook of this film is that a couple start to get physically attached to each other because, you know, movie. James Franco and Alison Brie are fantastic and they have really good chemistry. I know that they are a real life couple where that doesn't always translate well to screen, but it really does here. This film has some really, really cool practical effects in it. I'm a sucker for practical effects anyway, but I think they're used really well in this film. Also really enjoy how far they're willing to take the premise of this film and push it to crazy extremes to do some really gross but fun stuff. It really doesn't outstay its welcome. It flies by and yeah, I had great fun with it.
Number 14.
Nickel Boys is a film about two boys attending an abusive reform school in the 60s in Florida. It's a very hard watch, but it's fucking effective. Now this film's mostly shot in a POV style, and while it does take a while to settle into that, it does really work. And that's true even if you're like me and for the first 10 minutes of this you think you're watching the most weird episode of Peep Show ever. The story is harrowing and the lead performances from Ethan Heresy and Brandon Wilson really sell it. This film's very heavy but very unique and very upsetting, but it's just an incredible piece of filmmaking. If you can handle heavy but sad films, then yeah, check this one out. It's really, really good.
Number 13.
I don't know how much to say about Sinners, because I don't know how much is a spoiler, but I will say this film's really fucking cool. I think for me the standout features of this film's the direction and cinematography. I've only ever really seen Ryan Coogler's Marvel films, so I didn't know how talented of a director he is, but he's very talented. There's some sequences in here that are so meticulously done that I think they'll become iconic over time. The film also looks beautiful. Watching this in IMAX really was something else. I really love the twist that this film takes and what it becomes. There's a sequence towards the end of this film where it feels like they just recorded it for it to be really fun, and I admire that because it is really fun. Really solid film, surprisingly funny at points, and yeah, really solid. Check it out.
Number 12.
It Was Just an Accident. It's a film about someone kidnapping their captor but not being sure if it actually is them, so they're trying to work out whether it is or not. It may sound kind of convoluted, but trust me, this film's really good. This is the newest film from Jafar Panahi, who has been jailed for his films being critical of the Iranian government, and this film was shot in secret because of it. It's kind of a miracle that this film exists, but the thing is, even without all the secrecy, it's a really great film. The script's really sharp at moments, it's really funny at moments, it's really tense, and you really want to know what's going to happen. There's some really impressive long takes in this film with incredible coordination, but it's in a way where it suits the film and doesn't feel like it's just being flashy. This is just one of those masterfully made films. It's great. I'd recommend it to basically everyone, so do check it out.
Number 11.
Memorava Snail is a stop-motion film telling the story of the main character's life. This is a very odd and unique film, and don't be fooled by the fact it's animation. It's very much an adult film. The animation is incredible. There's so much attention to detail and care that's gone into it, and I just love stop motion in general. This film's quite the emotional roller coaster. Some parts of it are incredibly sad and moving, some parts of it are really funny. It's just a really quirky film about life and loss, and I'd really recommend it. If you're an animation fan, there is no reason why you shouldn't watch this. It's really great. I love it. Please check it out.
Number 10.
Materialist is a drama about a matchmaker and a love triangle that she finds herself stuck in. Now, every year on this list, there is a film that seems to have gone down badly with most audiences, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. And this is that film. You are all wrong on this film. Materialist is great. Firstly, this film looks beautiful. It's very vibrant. It was shot on film and you can feel the texture of that. The main cast are all incredible. Some of the characters have really ropey chemistry, but in a way that's intentional, and I actually think that's really impressive to do. Like, yeah, characters having good chemistry with each other is impressive, but doing it in a way where it's purposefully bad is actually really hard. It's not even that it was bad chemistry, it was just very robotic, and that's what the story needed. I love the script for this film. I think it's a film that's about capitalism, about class, about privilege. It all feels very real, and as it was made clear from Celine Song's last film, Past Life, she just understands love and what it is to be human. Yeah, sorry to people who didn't like it, you are wrong. This film's great, I love it, check it out.
Number 9.
The Ballad of Wallace Island is a film about an eccentric lottery winner who hires his two favourite musicians to play a private gig on the remote island that he lives on. This film's incredibly sweet. At first it seems like it's just going to be a quirky comedy, but you soon realise that there's so much more to it than that. Tim Key's performance in this film is one of the most underrated performances this year, easily. He's funny when he needs to be, but he's so good at underpinning almost everything he does in grief. All of the songs that are written for the film's fantastic, and it's just such a wholesome and wonderful film. This film kind of just felt like it came from nowhere, and I know that it did really well in independent cinemas, and it's really solid, really sweet, really fun. Check it out.
Number 8.
A Real Pain's a film about two cousins going on a somewhat emotional trip through Poland. This is a film from writer-director Jesse Eisenberg, and I think he really shines here. Now, this is a really well-made film. The chemistry between Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin is fantastic. There's a growing tension that you feel throughout the entire runtime between the two that feels very natural. Now, it's worth mentioning that Kieran Culkin does steal absolutely every scene that he's in. He's amazing in this. The script for this film is really well written. It's very funny when it needs to be, but it also knows when to pull back and when to be sincere. I think this is just a really solid film. It's 90 minutes, so again, it doesn't outstay its welcome. It's really good, and yeah, I'd recommend it to everyone. Check it out.
Number 7.
Wake Up Dead Man's the new Knives Out Benoit Blanc murder mystery film. I really like how each of these films feel very unique and their own thing. I found this film to be so great, and I feel really lucky that both times I saw it in a cinema because it's a really good crowd movie. The ensemble cast here are so good. I almost feel like appearing in these films is going to become like being a comedian and going in Taskmaster. It's sort of like your jury service. Everyone eventually will do it. The standout, however, is Josh O'Connor, who's just extraordinary. The writing's great. It's really funny. It's really dark, but it's also ultimately really hopeful. The cool murder mystery is really solid too, and it's fun to watch it unfold. I really love all three of the Benoit Blanc films. I think if I was to rank them, I'd go Glass Onion last, then this, and Knives Out. And that's not an insult to this. It's just I love Knives Out and I love Glass Onion too. They're all really solid films. It's fun and it feels like it's a film that everyone can watch. Like, it's a film where all breadth of a family could watch it together, and it's really solid, so yeah, check it out.
Number 6.
I didn't really know how to describe this film, so I decided to Google it, and this is what Google says. And it's not the Google AI overview, because fuck AI, but this is what it says. Something terrible happened to Agnes, but life keeps moving forward for everybody else. But I think that's kind of solid. I love this film. It feels very much like the early Noah Baumbach movies mixed with Manchester by the Sea, but it still does feel very unique. This is a film written by, directed by, and starring Eva Victor, and they're amazing. All of these aspects of the film would be worthy of praise regardless, but the fact it's the same person on their first film, it's just a testament to how much of a talent they are. This film has some incredible quotes, and it's full of beautiful moments. This film very much feels real, like you feel like you're watching real people. Without giving any spoilers, there's a very dramatic moment in this film, and and I feel like the way that they filmed it's really impressive and a really interesting choice. The score's also fantastic and complements the scenes very well. What I love about films like this is looking at the score, and the pieces of music are called, and I quote, "Being Gay and in Love," or my favourite, "Gavin, Will You Come Fuck Me." Very, very beautiful film. Yeah, check it out. I love it.
Number 5.
Begonia is a film about a CEO who gets kidnapped by 2 conspiracy theorists who believe that she's an alien. I feel like this film sort of came and went. It's very underappreciated. I think it's absolutely wild. Seeing this at Royal Festival Hall with a full audience was an amazing experience. All 3 of the main core cast are fantastic, but I think this might be Jesse Plemons' best performance to date. Now, I won't spoil anything, but the end of this film is insane, and I think it's really well done. The score for this film is also incredible. Some of the sequences are so memorable, and that's drastically helped by the score. I should point out that I haven't seen the original film this is based on, and now I can't wait to check it out. But regardless, this is a crazy film, and if you like Yorgos Lanthimos, then you'll probably love this. I think this is probably his most accessible film. It's not my favourite one by him. I think Poor Things is, but again, that's not me underselling this film, so that's just how much I love Poor Things. I really love this, and I recommend it to everyone, so check it out.
Number 4.
Sentimental Value is a film about 2 daughters and what happens when their filmmaker father reappears into their life. Every element of this film comes together in a way to make a film that feels very real. Like honestly, Renate Reinsve is absolutely going to be a massive star one day. But there's so much in all of the performances that's just really subtle. Like you can feel the history between all of the characters and just little actions and the way that they all hold themselves. The production design is also incredible. The main house in the film almost feels like a character itself. It feels so lived in and natural. So also worth mentioning that while this film's very much a drama, I think it features 2 of the funniest jokes I've seen this year. I've seen it twice and there's just so much nuance to pick up on. It's easily one of the best scripts of the year. It's a really well-made, entertaining film, and yeah, check it out. I think I'd recommend this to everyone. It's really great.
Number 3.
Mighty Supreme is a film about a young ping pong player and the journey he goes on to achieve greatness. Now, I know there's a growing backlash to Timothée Chalamet, and he's very open about wanting to win an Oscar and be considered one of the best actors ever. And while I understand some people are put off by that, he really is that fucking good in this. And I think this is easily his best performance he's ever done. And I think he's done some amazing performances in the past, and he would have been my pick for the Oscar win. This film is fucking wild, and just to say it's about a ping pong player really undersells it. It's stressful, it's tense, it's funny, it's unpredictable. It's a film about some very unlikable people, and I understand that for some people that won't work. For me, I think it's really interesting, and I like to see very detailed characters. It feels like the other Safdie brother films, even though I'm aware that this is just a Safdie brother film. If you liked Uncut Gems, you'll like this, and I loved it, which is why it's on the list.
Number 2.
The Brutalist is a film about an architect who survives the Holocaust and moves to America to try and rebuild his life. This film frankly feels like a miracle that shouldn't exist. It's a mature drama, it's 3 hours 20 minutes long, it's an epic about someone's life, it's shot on VistaVision, and it was made for under $10 million. This film really shouldn't work, but somehow it really fucking does. This is just masterful filmmaking. I love every element of this film. The story's really compelling and it really doesn't feel its length. Trust me, when I learned that the film's 3 hours 20 minutes, I found it really daunting, but I really enjoy that there's an interval in the middle. Which, side note, if a film's over 2.5 hours, just chuck an interval in it. It'll be better. Cinemas can make more money from people going out and buying food and drink. Everyone will prefer it. Just put a fucking interval in, please. But yeah, this film didn't feel the length at all. I think it's paced really well. All the performances are incredible and the film's shot incredibly well. I really like that the filmmaking techniques make the film feel authentic to the time period it's set in. The score's also incredible, and I think it really helps bring the whole epic feel to the film. It's easily one of the best scores of the year. Everything about this film comes together to make it easily one of the best films of the decade. It's masterful filmmaking. I think it's incredible, and if you're interested in it, please do check it out.
Number 1.
One Battle After Another is the latest film from Paul Thomas Anderson. It's about an ex-revolutionary trying to save his daughter, and this film is an instant classic. This film is one of the films that reminds me why I love movies. It's a piece of art, but it's so fucking fun. Firstly, I can't believe that this is Chase Infinity's first film role. She's incredible. All of the cast are. There's not a single weak performance here, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio is so famous, I sort of forget how good he is, but he's really fucking good. I think he's one of the greatest living actors, and I like that he's doing interesting projects still, and he's working with really interested directors, and also for some reason Adam McKay. I also think that Paul Thomas Anderson's one of the greatest directors currently working. All of his films feel so unique, like going from Phantom Thread to Licorice Pizza to this is just mental. The score for this film's absolutely wild, it's chaotic, and it fits the film perfectly. The way they integrate the score of this film into the story itself is amazing. The set pieces in this film are so well done, and there's a car chase that will go down as one of the best action scenes in cinema history. As I said before, it's an instant classic. I loved this. Like I said, it's one of the films that make me remember why I love films in the first place. It's so fucking good and so fucking fun to watch. Please watch it. Check check it out, it's great. And that's the best films of 2025. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. This is like a thing that I did in lockdown for just a bit of fun, and I know that some people still watch it, like they watch the whole video, and I find that really sweet, so thank you so much. Like, if you're still here, honestly, thank you, it means so much to me. I feel like I should plug stuff that I'm doing, but I feel that if you've watched it here, you probably know, like I had a film, Watermelon, it's coming out soon, so look out for that. Band Round Motel, look out for that. Big stuff soon. Do let me know if you've seen any of these films, like message me, let me know. I like talking about films with people, and if you watch any of these films based on my recommendation, oh, thank you. I still get like little, it feels nice when people watch films because I recommended them. It's really sweet. So if you have, thank you so much. Please do let me know. I love it. Right, this is not The Brutalist. There is no intermission. This just needs to end. So thank you. Bye.